The Bombshell Bandit, Chapter 2. A Criminal Spiral. After the Valencia robbery, Kaur drove to Santa Monica to meet the men she called her creditors. She handed over the $21,200 but was told, "This is not enough." They demanded another $20,000 within a week. Kaur scraped together $5,000, then drove to Las Vegas on June 20th to pay more. But the moment she arrived, the familiar thrill overwhelmed her. She walked into the Aria casino. Her $5,000 quickly doubled. Then a security guard tapped her shoulder. She had been arrested on her outstanding casino marker warrant. She spent time in the Clark County Detention Center, expecting the bank robbery to be linked, but it wasn't. On June 26th, her cousin Amandeep found $15,000 bail money, and Kaur was released, deeper in debt and unable to return to nursing due to the felony charge. Hopeless, she stared at her iPhone and looked up directions to another bank. On July 8, 2014, in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, she entered a Wells Fargo branch wearing a black dress, a scarf, sunglasses, and open-toe sandals. A highly unusual choice for a bank robber. She passed a note claiming she had a bomb, wanted $100,000, and that 5 men were forcing her. She got just under $2,000. A monsoon-style rainstorm slowed traffic during her escape. She counted the disappointing money, listened to the radio, and forced herself to smile at a stranger to appear normal. Police noticed similarities between robberies. The net was closing. On July 10th, she met Amandeep for dinner, who was stunned at her cousin's sudden drop from 150 to 115 pounds. Kaur said nothing about robbing banks, but she was already planning her next one, inspired partly by San Diego's legendary geezer Bandit, a serial robber believed by some to be a younger man in a Hollywood mask. On Monday, July 14th, she robbed a Comerica bank in San Diego's Midway district, again using a bomb threat note. This time she left with $8,000. She immediately paid the creditors, but it still wasn't enough. They warned, "By 1st August, if you don't have the money, we are going to take you. You're going to work for us." Desperate, she planned one last robbery in Utah. The U.S. Bank in St. George rarely saw walk-in customers. But on July 31st at 4:50 p.m., Kaur entered wearing a hoodie, sunglasses, and a surgical mask. The manager briefly assumed she was a germaphobe until she passed a note. "You have 2 minutes to give me $50,000 cash, or I will shoot you." This is not a joke. She had no gun. She fled with the cash in her silver Nissan. The manager called 911, describing the car. Officer Mark Beale spotted her on the freeway. Car didn't stop. The pursuit crossed into Arizona, then Nevada, reaching 130 miles per hour. Massive red rock canyons swallowed the road. Police radios went dead. Car considered driving off a cliff but feared hurting others. Officers from 3 jurisdictions chased her through Mesquite and toward Las Vegas. Twice, police deployed spike strips. The first failed, the second succeeded. At 4:48 p.m., her tires blew and she stopped. As officers surrounded her, she begged, "Just shoot me." A standoff lasted 2 hours. Police eventually told her she would go to the hospital, not jail. It was a lie. When she texted her cousin, the messages read, "I robbed a bank. I messed up." At the Clark County Detention Center, she became suicidal. She tried to slit her wrists. A cellmate reported her. She was placed naked in a psychiatric observation cell. On August 14th, FBI Special Agent Seth Footlick interviewed her. He found her neither remorseful nor completely honest, and did not investigate her claims about violent loan sharks due to a lack of corroboration. Court documents later showed her Arizona and Utah robberies coincided with demands for restitution on her gambling debts, suggesting overwhelming financial pressure. Whether or not the loan shark story was true, she was clearly trying to hide shame. As the Punjabi newspaper Ajit reported her potential sentence, up to 20 years per charge and $250,000 fines, Carr's mother collapsed. No family members attended her sentencing.